Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and you're here at Experience with Queen Eddie. Here at Experience with Queen Eddie, we talk about life issues, we do lifestyle, pro-pageant tips, general inspiration, money, and whatever topic that comes to mind or that you suggest. And if you're here for the first time, we are loving on you and we'll say welcome to Experience with Queen Eddie. Look at the button below, just click the subscribe button so that you can get the notification when I post a new video. So family, today we are going to be talking about maximizing your waiting season. Yeah, we all have our waiting seasons, and what we do with our waiting seasons determines the outcome of our lives in some way. No season in a man's life is actually easy, but it is worth it because as you go through these seasons, you get to discover yourself, develop yourself, to tap into that other part of you that probably you didn't know about or was just lying dormant in you. And your waiting season has the capacity to bring you to that place of growth, of development, and of maturity. So I would encourage you to embrace your waiting season and maximize it. There are ways that you can maximize your waiting season, but while I was premeditating on this video, I thought to myself, I didn't want to do a list of this and that, so I'll just flow from my experience, right? After all, this is Experience with Queen Eddie. So for those who know me already, especially those I grew up with, my family and my friends, you can say that I always had a swift transition from one level of my life to another, up until my youth service when I had this sudden pause in my life. Like the significant things I wanted to achieve for myself were not coming through. I wanted to study abroad, to get married, do several things, own businesses at a very young age. But those things were not coming through. And the more I pushed, the more it seemed as though, they were not happening. Like the more I looked, the less I saw, right? That was my experience at that time. And trust me, it wasn't easy. It wasn't fun. But let's see what I made out of it eventually. While I was in my waiting season, I had to jump on other things, and that was when I saw what my life could become on the other side, other than schooling, marriage, and getting a higher degree and starting up a big business. I saw other things that I could become, and that was when I went into pageantry. I became a model, started in advocacy work, went into public speaking, visited different parts of Nigeria. It was just an exciting experience for me. And I was also able to develop my abilities, my capacity, and the most important part, which is even what gave meaning to my life, is that I came into an experience that helped me discover my purpose. And that was the ultimate goal for me. And while I was doing all of this, I was just praying and hopeful that I will come out of this season very soon. But then I kept enjoying all of the experiences. Guys, after several years of waiting on God for several things, in the face of broken relationships, rejection letters, underemployment, several things I had experienced, God opened up a door for me, and that launched me into many other things that He had promised for me. So many things are happening back to back, and I can only be grateful to God that I had waited on Him for those things. I didn't give up in those seasons. I didn't get into depression, like I'm depressed. Yes, I had those down times, but I didn't let them weigh me down, and I didn't let them have a thing on me. Somehow I got up and I got my feet back, and God was just so faithful in the course of those journey. And I had amazing friends come around me. I bonded with family. It was just a season that God eventually blessed, and I am so grateful. So what I'm thinking in my head is the waiting season over? The truth is, our waiting seasons are never over, because we're always waiting on God for something. Everything doesn't just happen instantly. We usually have to hope for, expect, and wait for it to happen. So our primary waiting season might be over at a time, but the secondary wait season would always suffice. But at this point, you already understand and know what to expect. So the experience might be a little different from the primary wait season. And there's also a purpose to it. You have to develop the character, the mindset, and the right attitude. And that is what your primary waiting season does for you. It helps you form these three things: your mindset, your character, and your attitude. and gives you a purpose to your waiting. While we are always waiting for something to happen in our lives, it may not be a long wait, and it may just be a really short time that you have to wait for that thing to manifest. You have to wait ready, and by waiting ready, that means you need to wait with a plan, with a purpose, expectantly, and hopefully that in the end your desire would come to pass. And you also have to wait wisely. You can't afford to be foolish during your waiting season, and that's why the 5 virgins went with an extra oil. Okay, that extra oil are the things that you need to scale through your waiting season. Waiting wisely means that you have something extra that is sustaining you during that wait season, and that could be building the right connection, capacity, relationships, seeking God's face, and trusting Him through the process. You may encounter several things during this season, but I want to encourage you not to give up. Stay alive and stay hopeful, because that waiting season would not be there forever. I'm still waiting on God for several things to happen in my life, but I know that they will surely happen because my primary wait had prepared me for this, and I have been able to form the right character, the right attitude, and the right mindset. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of today's video, and I hope that you have gotten value and you love my content. I would like for you to suggest any topic you want me to talk about in my next video. Do that in the comment section. And for those of you who are watching this video, see I'm looking at you, you've not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Help me grow my algorithm and stay abreast with my new content. Love you guys, and see you in my next video. You can click on the button at the top to subscribe, or click on this other button to watch my previous video. Thank you, and catch ya. This is the Experience with Queen Eddie.